If your dog likes your dress.
You're live. Okay. What? Yes. What? What?
Candy coming?
Yeah.
Wants to see.
Praline.
Yes.
She's so cute.
She's so tiny.
I would totally take her.
You just gotta fly her a couple thousand miles. That's all.
We'll go get
That's
her.
where Jake came from. He came from Wisconsin.
We'll go get her.
Yeah, next year.
She's
Monday,
born
March
already.
6th anniversary, we got him.
Oh, look at that. Like, oh yes. Oh please, yes.
I think Debbie would hate me.
You score yourself on?
Ace.
Nice.
Who's being nosy? What y'all doing?
Using the mask.
Bandit. You don't, come here, Bandit. You want to see Bandit? This is our old soul.
Aww.
Man. Oh, sorry. Ow.
This is our oldest. This is Bandit.
We have way too many dogs, y'all. Right now.
They're worth it.
Never have too many dogs. Too many dogs.
Oh, you can. So they're called hoarders.
Too many dogs. Actually, yeah. You have too many dogs.
The definition of too many means in excess of.
Corey's headphones are already plugged in right there.
Alright, y'all, come on.
Will your headphones get plugged in? Here.
How do I sound?
Sound good? Stuck there. It's not very stuck there.
Suck
Alright,
that
okay,
line.
yeah. Right to you,
I am.
Get out of the way.
Whoa, bitch. Get out of the way.
Alright, now I'm gonna push the audio again. But this time, we'll hear you. I'm still nice cost. It's not the problem. The problem is getting a little plug into something you can plug into that. You feel ready to do a podcast like by the water or some shit.
I want to do it.
I wonder how long it would take us to go away from video and do just off that.
Huh? No, four porch area.
If we ever.
We should do our show outside. In the park.
I don't know. It's up to you. If you want to do it, sure. But
I've always wanted to, but I think right now it's too hot.
I don't have enough self-confidence for people to be walking by and seeing us out there with audio equipment doing a show on gaming.
I don't mind fucking.
Isn't it Arch Demon or is it just Arch Demon?
Yeah, aren't you supposed to be Archdemanoid? Or not your Twitter handle?
Well, it kind of. When I couldn't get Archdemon, I would add the Demonoid. Yeah, it'd be
Boy,
Demonoid.
gotcha.
Well, it shows Arch Demon.
Yeah.
At Arch
That's what he
Demon.
wants.
Archdemon is what my original, what I want.
Oh, okay.
If I can't get Archdemon, it's Archdemanoid. It's weird. I know. I'm gonna close down Chrome because I think.
Demonoid, that's. Isn't Demonoid a BitTorrent site?
Might be.
Yeah.
Probably.
James, it's only 10:40, but.
Don't feel bad. The Hangout plugin. It uses a lot of CPU on.
You know the worst is spending money on software that doesn't fucking work.
On what?
Spending money on software that doesn't work.
Oh.
Well, only if like you're gonna handle it.
Time to get another
You're trying
seven.
to like you're trying to run like HD video of you and Will, or you were. I think I'm assuming you can do Will in his room, you in the living room.
No, it was gonna be you on Skype.
Yeah.
He would have been the other window, us three up here.
Oh, so you were just trying to do it between. Now you gotta understand, if you're trying to do two of you in one house, that could have been the problem.
Top of the win.
Well, I mean, I was just doing that for testing, and it wasn't the networking that was the problem, it was my CPU. It just get egged, and everywhere I'm reading, you gotta go with an i7 if you're gonna be doing HD.
Makes sense.
What the fuck is wrong with your dog?
What wants to be out and about, isn't he?
Yeah, she's still whimpering.
Alright, well, let's get you over here. I'm gonna get show notes up here. And you guys are already on air. Anyways,
You said it to go on it.
I did, and I want to draw on you. I'm gonna make pretty faces. Wait, does it stick with you? That's awesome.
Move your head, Caleb, side to side. Nice.
That's awesome. Hold on for it.
I'm not even sure what the hell we're supposed to be doing.
What's going on here?
Hey, I got something going on. What's up? I am Spaghetti Monster. Yes. All right. I don't even know how to get rid of this now. Where is this draw? Whoa! The hell happened?
I already seen them.
Oh shit!
It shows on my end. I can see it.
There's a crane on his nose.
Oh shit!
Oh, there's a bladder and eggs back.
Why are we backwards again?
I don't know. Oh, 'cause hold on, let me do 2 blocks.
The hell did it do to my settings? Go away. It was in this. Oh, okay. We just can't see it anymore. That's the problem.
He still got it.
All
Are we
right.
gonna leave that on Caleb the whole time?
I can't turn it off. I have no choice in turning it off.
Just re-click it.
Oh, mine's already off. That's why I don't have it on my face anymore. I can't stop laughing.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh shit.
Alright, got it. That worked.
Talk.
Talk.
There we go.
Ball sacks. Dirty.
Test 1, test 2, test 3.
Testes. Testes 1, 2. Testes. Testes 1, 2.
It's a little light, huh?
I do love my keyboard, y'all. You have no idea.
We do have a good idea. You keep telling us every week.
Alright, how about now?
I can't hear him. Speak.
Speak.
That's better.
Okay.
Let me keep Brian up.
Alright, what do we got? We got the chick who got robbed. We got Dead Island 2,
Chuka got robbed.
Nordic Games, Block HQ,
Fuck
Destiny.
Alright, is this all going to be
popped out,
just
Chan
straight
comes
up?
out, and I got Lonnie. Followed by his overs. It's Come on, Lonnie. Base hits, all you need is base hit.
I'm just gonna put this link in here.
Where do we are? What, 79?
Yep.
How did we not have any sexual innuendo at episode 69?
I think we
I think we
did.
did it at the very beginning. Maybe.
Should've swung that one.
Oh, you're talking about the Dota chick that got robbed on camera.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
So there was a video like a year ago where the medical marijuana activist got robbed up in London too.
And she looked pretty hot, too.
Okay, well, that's locked up.
Dead Island 2? Isn't it 3?
Base hit. Oh, no.
No, it's only
Riptide
2 now.
technically 2.
Technically, no. It's an expansion.
Game's over.
I'm pretty sure they called it Dead Island 3. I don't know. I could be wrong.
No, they called it Dead Island Riptide.
But what about...
What I mean is the one at E3, I could have swore they called it Dead Island 3.
No, they called it Dead Island 2.
I'll check.
I watched the trailer 3 times.
Yeah.
Disney after polish it sci-fi epic. Well, it's officially over because I tried to join today and it's like, no, you can't, bitch. PS4 is best-selling
Yes, that's
console
right.
for 5 months straight in the US. I'm not sure if it's going to change much in June. It might. I don't know. How about a buddy of mine? Now listen, they had at Walmart before I left. We had a shipment of PS4s come in, and the box the shipped in got wet. And I think some of the boxes the PlayStation 4s were in got wet too. So they decided to claim them out, so they got credit for them, and they didn't have to send them back. So what our Walmart usually does is try to make donations to the Children's Miracle Network. So they had a silent auction. The top 3 bets or the top 3 prices won. So a buddy of mine's been wanting one since launch, but he didn't want to put the money all down at once. And he won for 280 or 85, 275, something like that, bucks. Then he tells him he doesn't want it because he's not able to take it back if it's messed up. I'm like, dude, buy the
You know what you
Sony
were doing, man.
Yeah.
And then actually another one, my buddy Mike, you've played with him,
Yeah.
James. They call him and say, well, since he didn't want it, you were next in line, so you got it. He damn broke his neck and went to, because he stays in, probably about 35, 45 minutes away. Man, he broke his neck, come down here and got it. He says, it works fine. He got it for his daughter.
Sweet. How much? 280 something.
Like 270, something like that, 280.
Not bad.
I'm like, dude, and I told him, I told my other buddy, I was like, dude, you have it cheaper than what you would if you paid it straight out. Even if you paid the $50 from PlayStation.
And the thing is you could literally go on to after buying from the auction, you go on to the Sony's store and buy the warranty for even accidental shit for $60.
Exactly what I said.
Oh well. Is lost.
Hello and welcome to yeah.
Yeah, it's 10:45, motherfucker. Seriously.
It is 10:45.
All right, well, we'll just shoot the shit for the next 16 minutes.
No, I could stay later. I just think we should start doing this a little bit earlier. It's just getting later every week.
I know. Why did I just hear myself?
I blame James.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
blame James.
Yes, you do. Stop your lies.
No. I blame all of us. We don't exactly stay on par.
No, we don't.
I have no control over it. I just come out of the room.
I liked it when we did it like at 9 and then we'd have like an hour just to fuck around after the show. This time it's like I have to leave as soon as we're done and I'm already late.
Start giving a blowjob before the start of the show, and you might.
I do already. It doesn't work.
That makes me sleepy.
Makes my jaw hurt.
You ever just get tired of saying the intro over and over again?
No.
You know what? We should have like a pre-recorded intro and just play it every.
You know, I thought about doing that just so I'd just be like,
All you gotta do is just fucking edit it in.
start talking. Because I could just be like, I'll do the intros for them all 3 and not worry about it. And I can't hear myself and it's really weird. Okay.
We should do that like a recording.
I'm thinking about it. It's been one of the ideas just to hurry this along.
You can just record our names. Caleb.
Right? So, Caleb. He's like Peter Dinklage over there.
Dude,
Caleb.
like, it's so boring.
Uh-oh. Lots of movement ahead.
Not even that enthusiastic. Uh-oh. Lots of movement ahead.
Yeah, he's like, uh-oh. Lots of movement ahead.
This is boring. I'm falling
Peter
asleep.
Dinklage.
This
Peter
is
Dinklage. Peter Dinklage.
The
Peter
entire
Dinklage.
show is boring. We're falling asleep.
Acting.
Right, let's start.
All right, fine. Will, what have you been playing this week?
Were we going to start it like that?
Yes.
Hello and welcome to the...
They all know who we are. Fuck it.
Just do it like who's line where we also say one letter or one word.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
2. Okay. You're 4th, Caleb.
I don't know what the fuck.
Do it.
Go.
You've never seen Whose Line Is It Anyway? You got to say one word at a time. Hello.
Welcome.
2.
The
O.
T.
R.
podcast.
I.
M.
Corey.
I
M.
Will.
Damn it! Pull the hassle off.
M.
James.
Hi.
Like.
Caleb.
Well, what have you been playing this week?
Well, we were playing the Destiny for like 40 hours between when it first came out, the alpha. It's a lot of fun. I mean, there's only so many, I guess, quests and side missions you can do until it's like
It's a very small sample size.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, it's a lot of fun. I cannot wait to get to higher level weapons and ships and stuff. It's just like I can only do the same mission so many times before I just go fucking brain numb. But I kind of wish the alpha would let you go look like at least level 10, because there's some like you get weapons from finishing a mission, you can't use it because you can't go.
That's the thing though, is if they went up to 10, then you'd want the 11s, and then you'd want the 12s.
No, it's just not that. Cause if I go level 9, I'd be able to get the rewards I got from the mission, last mission, the very last mission you do. That big ass purple thing.
The big orb.
Oh, I think it's so fucking
Eyeball.
annoying.
And I got the graph things with the guy, but they're all level 9s. And
Glyphs. I think they're glyphs.
Glyphs, yeah, sorry, glyphs. I got the glyphs for level 9s, and it's like, okay. And I was trying to finish off Watchdog. I just got to was it level, or is it level 3? Was it levels, or is it?
Axe.
Axe. I'm in Axe. I think I'm Axe 4. Axe. Axe.
Body spray.
4. Act 4.
Out of 5. So he's not too much further. The last 2 are actually short. So
I think I just unlocked all the investigations. I just got the last recording from what's his face, Crybaby.
Crybaby or Bedbug?
No, the guy crying.
Oh, okay, yeah. Maurice.
Yeah. And I got those 5 out of 7 investigations. So I only got to do 1 more weapons thing and 3 more the dead body chicks.
I've only got drinking games to do.
I think I'm at 74 right now, so I only got a little more to go. Most of the percentages of there's like 1 or 2 threes I got on each quest or side mission, whatever.
I'm working on the link, and I have to keep this on, otherwise it goes away. Oh, it's going away anyways. Oh.
Son of a bitch!
What happened?
Oh, why? Stop it. Stop it.
Why can't you just click on it?
He is clicking on it.
All right, well, I don't know where to get links for it. I'm sorry. It just refuses to hold still. Oh, got it. What is up? I don't have my keyboard in front of me.
Oh, okay.
You know me,
I'd
be keyboarding that shit, but no.
Keyboarding that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not it.
Oh, what the fuck?
You know what? Just
Everyone, come watch us at May MPD and PS4 Leads hardware sales for the month.
spoiler alert, guys. I just dropped one on you. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, fuck that. Corey, what have you been playing this week?
I've been playing a little bit of Destiny with you guys as well. I was able to, fortunately, somehow get into the alpha when I didn't sign up for it. I just got a random invite from Sony. So that was pretty cool. Had a lot of fun with
Because you
that.
had PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, I heard. I heard about that.
Okay, well, I'm really happy either way that I was able to get into it. It was a lot of fun. It did convince me to pre-order it, so I am going to be part of the beta. Hopefully all my stuff in beta will go over.
Alpha.
No, I know the stuff from alpha is not going to go to the beta. I'm hoping that the beta stuff goes over to, full-on game at some point.
It
I
should.
don't have to do this all again twice.
I can see keeping weapon stuff, but not the level. I can
Yeah,
weapons
I just want to keep the stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you, F and Toast. You're the
I'm pretty
greatest.
sure part of the FAQs that they said that the alpha stuff's not going to carry over to the beta.
No, I'm saying the beta weapons being able to.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping so too, because I don't want to have to go through this twice. And, alpha
I don't
testing
mind.
for it.
I don't mind if we're doing levels. I have a problem not being able to keep weapons I already have. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. So I did play some Destiny. I also still playing Killzone Mercenary on the Vita. I'm stuck on a certain part right now that's really pissing me off. I'm trying to look through a walkthrough to try to get through it. Through. I'm going to say through many times in that sentence. And I also started playing Killzone Shadowfall for the PS4. Absolutely amazing looking, just not having a lot of fun with it. So right now I'm kind of in between games still. I don't have anything I'm specifically playing outside of Vita games.
I didn't find it a very fun game. I mean, it looked great. and it was
That's
okay. It kept me entertained for a little bit, but it was not like super fun.
I think Shadowfall is probably more for like the guy who's playing it since the first Shadowfall. You know what I'm saying?
Since first kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's really actually, like I said before, it looked just as good as it did with the E3 preview.
Yeah.
Who are you stabbing at there, James?
I don't know what the. Anyways,
Caleb,
moving on.
what have you
Caleb,
been
what have you been
playing
playing this week?
Well, like you guys,
Warframe.
playing the Destiny Alpha. Very good game. I'm like Will. I'm ready for everything to be unlocked, so I can just start demolishing shit and just fucking up everything. And
In teams of 3.
exactly, which I wish
Yeah,
they would make
that's
larger.
annoying.
Hopefully, we can aggravate them enough and let us, they'll change it, which I doubt. But it's
I
very
just don't
fun.
see how this current gen can not have 4 players. This boggles my mind.
It is annoying. Go ahead, Caleb.
Sorry, Caleb.
I just think it's the scenery looks great. It really surprised me as an alpha that it looked as good as it did, and I can only imagine that it's only going to look better. I doubt we'll get disappointed. We'll just be happier.
I have a feeling some stuff is going to be weird, like Venus, going to Venus, Mars. Mars should be interesting, but like Venus and the Moon, there was some structures there, but it looked like it was going to be mostly.
Because Venus is a very hot and filled with sulfuric acid.
But the thing is the Traveler actually terraforms. So I don't know how that works on Venus. I guess we'll have to see when it comes out.
I'm just really curious to see how big their actual galaxy or how big their universe is.
It's going to be ever expanding. I think if it's going to be a 10-year game.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering. Sorry, I'm just wondering with the current game when it comes out. Besides,
Oh yeah, it's probably going to be huge. Go ahead, Caleb.
I wonder how the ships that you get are going to interact. Like if you can actually, how before all it showed was 3 ships coming in. Floating in the air.
I thought I saw a clip it or somewhere where there was actually a mission where you were actually flying your ship.
That would be nice.
I swore I saw like a video somewhere where you're actually flying your own ship.
Sure, you're not thinking of Star Citizen?
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure it was a Destiny thing.
Or No Man's Sky.
Because we have our own. What's the Star Wars thing? The whole. It sounds like
Land Speeder.
What's it called in the game? It's called something else in the game.
Sparrow?
I don't know. I never used it.
I used it once.
Sparrow?
Sparrow, yeah, that's it.
It's a Sparrow, yeah.
Well,
I kept forgetting I had it, and I'd be like way behind, and next thing I know, 2 of my buddies are flying by me on them. And I'm
Yep.
No, remember a couple of those missions on Borderlands where, because I remember watching you guys play, where you had to walk a long ways to get there, you were sitting, instead of walking there, you can use that thing.
I know what it's for, though.
I was very impressed with the game, and about I don't think anyone I talked to who'd played the game had anything really bad to say. Most people were like, well, it's kind of repetitive. Well, it's only like Corey said.
It's an alpha. It's a small sample size, yeah.
Yeah, maybe 5 main missions.
Expansive, but
I think they need to.
Bit that I did see, it's going to be great.
I think they need to at least give a little bit more tutorial on some things. Like there were some armors and things I needed to collect that I didn't really understand how I was supposed to or what they meant. There were cards that I didn't understand that they were unlocking.
Like our characters, like this thing that hangs down. There's no explanation as to what the advantage of having those 3.
It was mostly just for looks, if I could tell. But the thing is this being an alpha, there's a lot of stuff they just left out.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can imagine they don't want to give too much away, so why would they explain too much in the alpha? Just,
if this is going to be a 10-year game, they're just, like Corey said, they're just going to keep spreading out and making things bigger and longer.
More awesome.
I want to see the ship Destiny on there.
The Destiny. Let's move on to some stories.
Before we go to that first story, let's get the one off the thing before we go any further. Let's see if we want to go over that story. You want to go over it?
Watch Dogs, we can go over that later.
Okay.
Oh, moving on. Dota 2 gamer gets robbed at gunpoint while streaming. Apparently, she was a victim of, what is it called, when they bust into your house? Home invasion, that's it, yes. While she was streaming, I guess, on her Twitch channel. I was going to play the video, but I don't have the hardware to do so right now, so you'll have to check that out in the show notes, which will be up eventually. Anyways, I'm trying to remember what they said about it now.
Well, they even steal.
So she heard a sound and went to the door, or somebody went to the door. And
Yeah, I think she answered the
Knocking at the
door.
door.
Yeah, which was a bad idea.
yeah, never answered the door. It
Were
might
you
not have been
expecting
her.
company?
I mean,
No.
I don't think she was alone, but they say you could see the guy with toting the gun in the shot, and all the people watching her stream.
Yep.
Eventually,
And everybody's like calling the cops, but they don't know who to go, who to send it to.
and actually,
Person on the internet getting robbed.
Actually, what's
People.
funny, the person who helped him figure out where she was from the UK.
Yeah, nice. What about that recently? This guy, I think it was here, where he got sent to voicemail twice when he was getting his home invaded.
What happened was they broke in and they're armed. They beat him and they beat his wife and his grandmother or something like that.
And he was
They
on the
left.
phone with
They
the cops.
left. He's calling the answer machine. They come back. He gets his gun and shoots one of the other guys. They run off.
Yeah, and then the voicemail, you can hear him going, I just shot somebody. He's like, sir, you have to tell me, did you just shoot somebody?
Oh,
It's like, dude, he's in my house. I'm going to shoot him. I would have shot him the first time.
Jackass said, "Did you do voicemail?" I understand it was a glitch and everything, but
Twice.
yeah, I shot somebody. He's in my house. What do you want me to do? Just let him shoot me?
Did you hear about the one where the guy, his daughter, 17-year-old daughter, went out to her car to get something from the car, and the two guys got her and had her held by gunpoint, and he I guess was looking out the window or looked out the window to check on her and saw him walking with her.
I do remember hearing this, yeah.
He shoots and kills one of them.
Yeah,
And
shot him in the head.
shoots the other one. And apparently, I guess and then they called the cops to come, or called the ambulance on the second guy who did die, and they're charging him with manslaughter in the first guy's death.
Yeah, that's what most laws are. If somebody dies or gets killed while committing while you're committing a felony or whatever, committing a crime, you get
It's on
charged
you.
with death.
Well, anyway, she's okay, but her Twitch channel was offline the last they saw. I haven't actually checked it myself, so I don't know if it's back up and running, but her Twitch and Twitter channels are off.
She
And
has
there's-
a lot more subscribers.
Yeah, she's going to have a lot more subscribers.
This is good for business.
You know,
We need to stage
they
something,
Yeah.
man.
actually picked her, or if it had something to do with her streaming.
Probably random.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'd
I
Go and
think
do-
it's random.
Yeah.
I wouldn't see why you would put yourself on camera with a gun in that situation.
Plus, the problem
Yeah.
with the internet these days is that if you lie, they're gonna figure it out.
Not to mention, they're going to find you. Whether you're guilty or not, they're going to find you.
Well, stuff like this, the more stuff I see like this, the more that I want my own weapon for protection at my house.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's just becoming way too frequent, even around here. When I used to, I think I told it to stop sending me notifications because it was getting too depressing. But they have a feature on like the Pinellas County Police Department where they email you when crime happens in your area. Yeah, don't sign up for that.
I think I usually know who's coming to my house. I think the first question once I get a gun is, who is it? And if they say so and so, I was like, well, I don't know you. I have a gun. Please leave. And that's
You just
all
got to get a
I'm gonna
12
say.
gauge. You don't even have to get ammo. You can just get a 12 gauge. Just stand next to the door and just go.
You have T-minus 3 seconds.
Just blow the door out. That's all you gotta do, and they're gone. You just barely even have to aim. Just point. Poof.
My worry is that you'd shoot somebody behind them, though. That's the only thing. Well, at least of our place. Your
Yeah,
place is
if
probably
that-
totally
if
different.
That place is behind them. If that person's behind them, they're probably trying to help them rob us.
That's true. Or just our neighbors having a smoke.
Well, see, we don't have
Place,
technically
wrong time,
have-
motherfucker.
I better not say that. We technically
Our-
have neighbors.
Our place, like if you shoot through the door and it goes through, there's another door immediately like 8 feet away.
Yeah.
So your
So
door's
Suddenly
on,
you're gonna get into
technically like on the
manslaughter.
inside.
yeah, there's like a little balcony thing you have to climb up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Climb up like it's a fucking
Right,
tree. Shit.
It's like a rock wall.
Good luck.
With obstacles in the way.
Pours lava.
Watch out for the what is it, the monkeys or whatever from the temples of the thing on Nickelodeon.
The silver snakes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Must climb through slime to get to here. Let's see. Dead Island 2. I never did make sure if that was Dead Island 2, but I'm pretty sure it is. It's Dead Island 2. They do make sense because it says Dead Island 1. which makes no sense. But anyways, 8-player opt-out multiplayer if you feel led to do so.
That's
I'm
incredible.
happy about that.
Is that for the co-op?
Yes.
So it's 8-player co-op.
I believe it says up to 7 players other than you.
Yes.
But it's not going to be competitive, but they will have situations where they have a specific piece of loot that you can't all have, so you'll be competitive in that sense.
Yeah.
That's what I like about Destiny is each person gets their own unique drop.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always felt bad because I felt like I was stealing people's weapons. I'd see a green globe go flying off a guy. I'm like, gank. But yeah, you can't kill the other players that you're playing with, but you will also be competing for resources and what else was it? Treats, helicopters that you can fly.
I can see some
That
random-
sounds-
The helicopters that'll fly in.
Oh, that can fly in. Excuse me, I was gonna say that.
I mean, there'll be vehicles in this like there were in Dead Island 1 and Riptide. I don't think they'll be flyable though.
No,
But it sounds like it's going to be a lot bigger
and a lot better.
and a lot better. It's not being made by Techland, the people that made Dead Island Riptide. Those are the ones that are making Dying Light.
Which is what I'm going for first.
Yeah, and I think this is sounding a lot like Dying Light. Is what they're very similar games. I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what they do. You get the entire state of California. There'll be a lot of different places that you can visit. There'll be landmarks. One person's asking for Alcatraz, which is going to be perfect.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they already had a prison island on Dead Island Riptide, so I don't know how well that would be, how much different that would be, but it sounds like it'd be awesome.
Dead Island 2 will be coming to PC, PS4, and Xbox One next spring, 2015. I don't have a pre-order in for that, but I do for Dying Light.
I'll probably put one in because I really enjoyed Dying. Yeah.
Has anybody gotten that $10 coupon for offering to pre-order a PlayStation TV?
No.
I haven't seen my email. No.
They said it was going to go out, and I haven't gotten one, and I already have one on pre-order, so I'm hoping I still get the
You
opportunity.
apply it to you. Remember how you did with the gift card?
Yeah.
Or just fucking deleting it and we're doing.
Nordic Games has bought the rights to use the THQ name. Which
First
is
question.
What's
Why?
up? Yeah, why?
I would like to see some more MX versus ATV. Those.
You can still do it. They have the rights to publish them. They want to do it under the THQ name.
Yeah.
So?
Why would it's a defunct company? I don't understand why you want to put that logo on
Because
there. It's gonna
THQ
confuse
is
people.
a brand name. I mean, it's like you
That's true. Most people,
branding that's been sullied and completely gone now. So why would you put the
only people in the know, though.
It's not the name brand's fault that. Listen to me. It's not really the name brand's fault. I mean, I still remember THQ making the greatest wrestling games ever fucking
But that would
made.
be like me releasing like a shovel under the name Ames or something. To a long defunct company that's no longer relevant.
Atari.
It's gone. Atari's
Atari still makes
technically
games.
around. No, they got sold, I believe.
Atari,
Didn't they make the driver?
the name was
There's Reflections.
but the Atari name was
there, if I
Yeah, they bought that.
I don't know.
I don't understand the point, but I mean, if they want to do it under THQ, by all means, have at it, I guess.
I don't know what else you would go with faction. I heard that people love Darkstar, so they probably make Darkstar 3.
It doesn't matter. Those are being made. I'm saying they could just release it under Nordic Games instead of THQ. This is just an optional thing.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe just name recognition.
So we've all been talking about Destiny quite a bit, and apparently over in Japan, Destiny will be a PlayStation exclusive,
That's interesting.
Wow.
which is interesting.
So Sony pulled off something big over in Japan.
Which is weird because I didn't think this was like a Japanese targeted game. It doesn't feel like a Japanese targeted game.
I love that they're saying that Bungie's already probably gearing up for Destiny 2 and 3. If it's a 10-year game, I don't understand how they're going to sequels.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's going to be expansion. I can put money on that.
Expansions, yes, but Destiny 2 and 3 would be sequels, and that would negate their 10-year timeline, which could possibly have changed, and they haven't told us yet.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be something 10 years, but it could be like new titles. Titles that.
Like they continue supporting.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
It would be. Crossovers would be weird. Let's see what else is there. Bungie.
Bungie.
Trying to remember what else I got.
See,
I don't even think that's-
I thought they had their own character, our own class for the PS4, but I guess I was wrong.
No, the PlayStation exclusive content for Destiny, they had some armor and complete armor suits that are going to come. Weapons and 3 ships that all look the same but have different paint jobs, as far as I saw. As for the armor, you get something called the Manifold Seeker for the Titan will get something called Veneer, I think is how you say it. Sounds like teeth.
Sounds like veneer teeth?
For the Hunter class, they get something called Argus. And all these pictures and whatnot can be found on the PlayStation blog, or you can check in our show notes whenever they get up.
Did you notice, like, whenever you had the spin metal, it would regenerate at the same places?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
I
I'm
think
wondering-
people are going to be farming the shit out
Oh,
of it.
yeah.
Well, you see all the stuff the stuff that you got for just turning into any of it. It was a bunch of. I mean, you just got good stuff for it.
Yeah, you got points towards your skills and whatnot as well.
Yeah.
Weapons. Monte Carlo. Sounds like a fucking car. It looks kind of like an SMG that had a bayonet on it, which is kind of
nice.
weird.
Also,
They also,
in that game.
yeah, I love knifing people in the face with my
I like
hammer.
smacking them.
The Hawk Moon. It's a hand cannon. It looks pretty fucking sweet, but I don't know how to explain how it looks, so you'll just have to look at the picture. Apparently, it does have damage boosts for increased combat effectiveness. 3 ships. The names really don't fucking matter. They're just black, white, and yellow, I think it was. I don't know. Do we know if the ships are going to be used for anything? I mean, it seems like they are because it said something about durability.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to be. I think just in the alpha, we just didn't.
I had to repair my ship, and I don't know why.
What?
I think I was when you first come to the tower, they repair it for some reason.
Yeah, that was one of the things. It's like, repair your ship for such and such. I was like, all right, whatever.
I think when you first come to the tower,
I didn't.
when you go talk to the mechanic dude, I think it just repairs your ship for free.
Weird.
But usually I think it costs money when you
Yeah.
damage it.
Which everything was so cheap in that game, in the alpha.
Yeah, it feels like pricing and stats were definitely not final. Also, the leveling. It felt
I
like
think it was
we
probably
leveled.
a situation where they wanted you to be able to use all the different guns for
Yeah.
testing purposes.
Yeah. Testing.
It didn't seem like it was too fast to me. We started level 4. I mean,
It just felt really fast leveling. Like,
Oh, yeah,
even my
I
gun.
went to 9 or 8 or whatever the max was.
Like, if you
then-
think about it, when you play COD, and you want to update or upgrade one of your weapons completely, it takes fucking forever.
maybe
But
that's
on here,
not doing it that way because that would annoy me. So maybe
on here, I went on one raid and completely unlocked everything on my weapon.
Nothing wrong with that. I like that. But now,
Other than that,
also,
it just
I can
felt-
imagine the higher the level of the weapons, probably the higher it takes to level up.
Yeah. All I know is it just felt cheap. I felt like I wanted to play a little bit more before I upgraded all that. Let's see. MPD numbers are back in again,
Surprise, surprise.
and nothing is surprise here. PlayStation still continues to hold on to its lead for the, 5th month in a row?
5th consecutive month,
5
yes.
months? Yep.
And the number 1 selling game this last month was Watch Dogs.
Surprise, surprise.
It is kind of how much people are bitching and complaining, but anyways.
Didn't know about the game was bought.
I'm ready to see when October, once Destiny's out, see how that month goes.
It's going to go well.
Well, there's a lot of games coming out.
And before the end of the year, there's going to be a lot of big games
yeah,
coming out.
but you know September is Destiny's. That's just all Destiny. It's might as well
We'll be
change
stress
the release
testing it
date
for
to
sure.
Release against Destiny.
Yeah.
We were going to release in September. Not anymore.
Let's see. I already got that in there, huh? I just put a duplicate in there. It's cool.
And wait till the Division comes out. It'd be worse. You're like, the Division? Nope. We're going to wait like 3 months after the Division and 3 months before.
Yeah, it's got to be rough nowadays. Yeah, just seeing the great games.
Division releasing in, we're doing it the next one.
What half? What half of the year is it coming out?
Hell, I don't know.
What year is it coming out? 2015? 2016.
Just a massive email update. All games delayed to 2016.
shocking.
which I don't know about you, is not terribly greatly disappointing to me. I mean, it is to the point where I'd like to play the game sooner than later, but as long as this game's going to look better than it would if you'd have released it now, I don't care.
And there's a lot of new games coming out. There's a lot of games we're looking forward to that are going to come out before it anyway. So we have plenty to keep us satisfied.
And on to the biggest story of the night and the last story of the night, because we're just going quickly apparently.
This is the biggest story.
It's big because of the outrage.
Controversy that's been fabricated, I want to say.
Anyways, a modder on, it wasn't on NeoGAF and it wasn't Reddit. Who was it? I don't fucking remember the site now. It was some modder who decided to dive into some code, who also sounded really weird when he was discussing how he did it. Like, he sounded like he had no clue of what he was doing, but he was.
Well, there's two different mods there, and one guy's accusing the other guy of stealing, but
Worse. The Worse is his name, I think.
Yeah, but there's two different people saying they created the code or found the code, but whatever.
And he's stealing his work. Yeah.
What does the code do? What does the mod do?
It adds a lot of things.
A lot of the people are making the assumption, or at least saying that it's more like just turning them back on, turning all the features
what on?
for the
people that are listening what we're talking about, James.
All of the effects that you saw in E3 2012.
Technically, it's like flipping switch games. Basically, you can say like too, but basically, he did turn.
He turned them on, but they did not work properly. So he is working to fix those. So it's not like they work right out of the bat.
The thing I would say is, like, out of the 20 people I've seen online say that actually it runs better. They can't run ultra well, but they can run it at high, still at 60 frames per second.
There has been games in the past where it did the same thing, and yes, it makes absolutely no sense, but it works. So why are we complaining?
What do you mean?
That the game works better with those turned on.
Yeah.
I've had that happen in the past with other games.
There could be a situation where they didn't keep it consistent across the board for everyone using PC. Like, some can use it, some can't, so why would you want to make it work for some people but not the others?
Well, somebody suggested you should put an experimental graphics setting on there.
That's never been done. And it's
never been done, and that's a dumb idea.
The other games you have, say, have the 2013 fucking E3 file. The name of the file was 2013 E3.
That was a profile that was set up specifically to look that good. See, they weren't doing anything that heavy duty in those.
And the thing is that could have been
videos
there since they showed it, and
well,
then they
I'm
realized
just
it didn't
saying,
work as well. They just
out of all the players I've seen download and install the mod, yes, he had to do a little bit of work on it, but everybody says it actually helps them because there's a lot of problems with stuttering on the PC.
Which I've heard. I mean, that happens in a lot of games.
And the only problem that I've seen people having is a little bit with draw distance. That's it.
Yeah. I had a problem with the draw
I just
distance.
don't see them doing anything this nefarious and trying to hide it on purpose because they know people are going to.
I'm not saying it's nefarious, but I mean, they should have expected a shitstorm if they would left that in there like E3. I mean, it should change the name.
Shouldn't even be one.
You know, the thing is,
might be upset. I mean, honestly, I can see their point because you get this game. People. I mean, I was kind of taken aback, with seeing what it was supposed to be, and then what we actually got was a step down. I'm not gonna lie, and I was okay with that because the game was still good.
Yeah,
but
it still looked
people
great.
were still finding that you could actually have what once was, the great-looking game that was shown to us a couple years ago, and it's suddenly now playable. I can see their point where being upset. I don't think that it's a point where you're going to be so upset that you're up in arms, but it's the internet these days.
No, the problem is the reason why people on PC are complaining is because they've been promised for a month now to have an update to fix with the stuttering problems in Ubisoft.
And Ubisoft is not the only company that's done that. There's been plenty of other games released that work like shit.
Some modder,
the thing is
with his own time, on his own time with Mountain Dew and fucking
Doritos
decided to find it and fixed it.
The thing is, think about this.
For his computer.
It's the same way with Mac and Windows.
Huh?
It's the same thing with Mac and Windows. When you make an OS for Mac, you're making it for one fucking piece of hardware. That's it. Same thing with PlayStation. You're making it for one piece, well, two technically. But when you're making games for PC, you're talking about millions of different combinations. Literally millions.
I'm not going to always get it right.
I'll tell you right now, I haven't seen one person have a problem with one wrist.
We've seen a handful of people show videos out of how many sold.
You said a handful? I said 20.
I've seen a handful.
20 to 30.
20 to 30 out of millions of sold copies.
These people actually installed it. Everybody's probably not installed the the mod, but the 23 people that have installed it is running better than before.
Not everybody.
And stable compared with because they've been waiting on the update.
Not to mention half the people can't figure out how to do it. So that's the funny thing is like, well, what are you doing? You don't even know what you're doing, and you're just doing it because everybody else on the internet is doing it.
By all means, I mean, if you can find it and do it, then up it and play it.
The thing is like that type of stuff happens all the time. They left in the game, somebody finds it, and then there's a big deal. Shut up.
The problem is PC's been waiting on a thing to help out with whatever visual shit they've been having problems.
That's fine. We're talking about something else, though.
PC players complain about everything.
If Ubisoft...
What they want it is, they complain.
If Ubisoft...
Oh, you want to say PC's the only one people complain that?
No, we're not saying the only ones complain. They're the loudest, though.
I want to hear what you're saying PC players. No.
See, here's the deal.
Console games are worse. Console games are worse.
It's the master race because everything's so great, but they complain
That's like
all the
the
time.
5% of fucking troll PC gamers. I'm saying the people who complain the most are console gamers. They complain the most. If anything, it's Xbox One people complain the most.
What?
Yes. That must not be on the forums enough, but they bitch and whine the most.
I call bullshit on that. I on NeoGAF and Reddit. Well, NeoGAF.
There's 100,000 people on fucking NeoGAF. There's 5 million to 6 million on Reddit alone.
I said it was on Reddit too. Not nearly as much.
Complain
but
more.
NeoGAF.
I don't care what you say. PC people complain way more.
Yeah, because
I have this fucking
who cares?
$800 GPU and this shit doesn't look great. This is fucking terrible. Suing the shit out of you.
that's totally the game maker's fault. Shut up.
Yeah. You didn't do this shit for my $800 GPU, you motherfuckers.
Exactly.
Complain about everything.
That's what I'm saying. You're not going to be pissed at Ubisoft, but you're going to be pissed at Battlefield 4. It doesn't make any sense. When if they've having this, literally, they're having the same, not the same issues, but the issues with the game that are being fixed.
They're close to the same issues.
Battlefield 4 and Watch Dogs are two completely different.
They're having graphical issues,
They're
just
having,
like
they're having stuttering problems. They're not losing single player.
They're having stuttering problems on the stuttering problems and graphical problems on Watch Dogs to PC.
Difference than fucking losing your save play and just fucking multiplayer just being
completely drastic difference.
I'm not saying it's to the extreme, but they are having
you can't
graphical
compare. It's apples and oranges.
Okay, then it'll be patched at
they
some
have a
point.
right being if you want a $6 game and you're having stuttering problems on your
Fine,
stuttering
patched
graphical
at some
problems.
point. What does this have to do with the disabled settings?
They're waiting for a month and then some moderator fucking discovers something in the code and makes them stuff, but Ubisoft still hasn't released anything. And what happens if they release the patch for Watch Dogs and it disables that mod, and now they're back to having graphics.
Then you can go back to having a conspiracy theory. But until then, you can shut the fuck up. Because you don't know what you're talking about.
How many updates has the Watch Dogs on PS4 and the Xbox One had so far?
I've seen every single person that bought Watch Dogs on PC is having this glitching problem, this stuttering.
A lot of them are. Good percent of them are.
A good percent of them.
But the good percent of them are also the ones that are just bitching because it actually fixes their problem. But the thing is, that happens all the time. When I was in PC gaming, that happened all the time.
Every game has stuttering problems.
No, I didn't say every game.
Yes, it fixes it now, but until they have, I mean, this has been out, what, a couple days?
What?
Until, what? No, I'm saying this whole thing.
How long has the game been out for?
The mod.
I'm saying the mod, jackass.
Okay.
I'm saying it's only been on a couple days. Here's to say that it doesn't mess up other things that they haven't found yet.
They do. They already said it does. People,
There's a reason it's not being used defaultly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what you've seen. I'm saying what have already spoken up and said it. You just happen to not see it.
Kotaku,
Everywhere on the
IGN,
internet will.
all the big guys who actually went and
the only thing that they're responding is the news that I've seen is just reporting on the mod, nothing else.
No, Kotaku actually installed it.
Huh?
Are you everywhere on the internet? Can you see every post that's ever been made on this?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Kotaku actually installed it and had issues. It's glitchy. The stuff that they enable is
Are they
glitchy.
ultra high? Because
It doesn't
a lot of people
matter.
read online is you can only have it on high. If you want to have ultra,
That's not true. I've seen people say that it's on ultra and it
If
works fine.
if it's not providing stability, you're not going to let it in your game.
Plus, who's
If
to
it's
say...
not stable for everybody, you're not in the
It's
game.
hard, and most people have problems with you back it down to high, you're fine. Because even
You're right. They don't know what they're doing.
I'm just saying.
You should go to teach them, Will.
A lot of people who have solved having problems. Once you back it out of ultra, back into high with the mod onto it, it works just fine.
You should send them an
You can't
email.
have hot. You can't have it hot.
Teach them. Tell them step by step.
It doesn't make any sense. Well, it doesn't
They don't know
matter.
what they're doing. They're never done.
If you look at it here, included in the mod version 0.6, not all available yet, he's getting this stuff unlocked and he's improving on it. It's not like he's just turning on the settings. Actually, he says he did, but then he had
but it's fixing a lot of problems. So
The thing- okay.
fixing.
Ubisoft has to get a game out by a certain time. Yes, they can
No,
extend
it
it.
has
They
to.
already did.
It's just, we say it has to.
Because here's the deal: you have a certain set of money that you
It's
are
only
going to
6
make.
months. 6 months delay anyway. What are you talking about?
Exactly. So
Yeah.
why would they delay it more? Because that's going to stretch their bottom
They
line.
could delay the PC version. They could release the other versions. Just like they did with GTA. What other games recently was released for PC?
I suppose you're right, but the thing is people would still bitch and complain.
I would like
It's not
after
out yet.
Battlefield 4, people are willing to wait for.
They're not.
Yes, they are. I'm willing
No,
to wait for
they're
a game.
not. That's you. You're not.
And a lot of people too are willing to wait for a game instead of another fiasco like Battlefield 4. A lot of people are willing to wait.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Okay. But they still bitch about it being late.
Probably a good percentage of them, yeah. They probably would complain. Zoids from they're bitching. But it'd be constant.
So how come
PC
this
or-
person bitching or these people bitching are the ones that are getting all the attention?
Which ones?
All your love.
Because it's an actual improvement that we were expecting in the first place. And it has that conspiracy.
It did. The only thing that looked really bad on them is they had something that actually said E3.
Yes, that's really bad.
But
that's,
unless-
that could be in there since the beginning.
No,
They
I'm
created the
saying,
original
I
file.
agree with you, but like, they could have waited. If they have that much problems, and people have problems, they could have waited to release PC.
But maybe they weren't. Maybe in their testing everything was
It
fine.
was already delayed, though. I mean, what if this would have caused it to be delayed even further? Then
Mhm.
now suddenly they're going to be looking like jackasses and people are going to be pissed off. And it's going to hurt your brand.
Gamers, at the big ass fiasco after Battlefield 4, even with all had problems on all platforms.
Everybody loves them now because it works just fine.
I will never buy a Battlefield game and launch again.
That's you.
Ever.
I can
That's
stand
fine.
with him on that.
Ever.
That's fine. But the thing is there are people out there that enjoy playing Battlefield.
Well, I
And-
knew they were wrong. I enjoy playing Battlefield, but
I
I will
won't
never.
do it until they regain my trust.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen. Because, I mean,
Well,
honestly, they're going
Hardline,
to release Hardline, and Hardline's going to be shit. I'm sorry.
Hardline is not fun. Period. Hardline is just not fun to me.
You've gone from it being somewhat fun to now it's the completely
No.
horrible game.
I'm glad there's a beta because I was getting over this. It's just not fun to me. To me personally, it's not fun.
That's one mode, but okay.
I don't
It is
know.
only mode, isn't it? The one where we go for the money.
That's only one mode out of all the ones they're going to have in the game. It's not
What
the
are
only
those
thing you're going to be
things-
playing.
What are the modes you're gonna have with police and robbers? Bank
Capture the
robbers.
flag? I don't know. Team Deathmatch?
Same thing with everything. You just get money or a flag.
It's Call of Duty. You play that constantly. Your top
I
thing on
played Team
Raptor is
Deathmatch.
Call of Duty.
Team Deathmatch is completely
It's the
different
same
than-
shit over and over again, but
No,
now
it's
you
not.
hate
No,
the
it's not. You can't
Battlefield.
say I'm not playing the same person over and over again. Am
You're
I?
not playing the same people in Battlefield either. What are we
Same
talking
game
about?
with Hardline's game, with the game right there. There's what other game are they gonna have on?
The same ones that all the Battlefields have. The same ones that all the
You
Call
can't have all
of Duties
this,
have.
it's cops versus fucking bank robbers. That's all it is.
Okay, so as compared to being Spetsnaz versus Americans, it's the same goddamn thing.
You're talking two different types.
You are.
No, I'm not.
Complete idiot.
There's team deathmatch and then domination or capture the flag, which technically what Hardline is. Hardline is basically a glorified version of capture the flag. That's all the fuck it
that's not
is.
the only thing
It's not
that's
the
in
only
there.
mode they can have.
Yeah, it's not the only mode. They're probably going to have Team Deathmatch and all that in.
Let me say it's not even fun.
Fine, don't buy it. I don't give
I'm
a
not gonna
shit.
buy it unless it's like $20.
Good for you. Anyway,
Anyways, that about wraps up the show. It's been James for the OTR Podcast.
we're gonna end like that. We can't do it even just like a joke or something. Just gonna lighten the mood. What? Yes, it's 11:30.
No, you're missing it completely.
Caleb's gone.
Yes.
Why?
Because we're just sitting here arguing on the couch. He's not saying anything.
Fuck him then.
Seriously?
Douchey. Whatever.
Well,
Anyway.
you talk over him constantly. What do you want? Anyways, this has been James for the OTR Podcast.
Well,
Corey, and I'll speak in for Caleb, the
And
person
Caleb.
who doesn't want to stick around. All right, bye.
Peace.